Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. We're back with another build on Need for Speed Payback. Welcome back. It's been a couple of days actually since I've made a video on this game. Pretty weird, right? Because I kind of daily upload this game. I kind of daily upload videos on this game. Also, I've seen people giving me suggestions on things to do in this game. Let me know if you want to see something else, maybe something different to just build videos. I know a lot of people come back for the build videos themselves because they enjoy the way I build my cars and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't get any views on these videos if people don't come back and watch them, you know, so it makes sense why I keep making these videos. Plus, they're entertaining. I get to see how other cars drive in this game and all that sort of stuff. And I also see what we can actually do to the cars in this game. So that's why I make these build videos. Anyway, today, as suggested by one of you guys, the VIPER SRT, is it SRT? I don't even know, like, what version of the VIPER is this? Like, it's just a VIPER SRT, right? It's what it is. There's no Dodge anymore, so it's just an SRT, or SRT VIPER, not a VIPER SRT. Yeah, this is it. We have a 1093 horsepower VIPER, or SRT VIPER. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually build this thing and see what we can do to it. Now, with this car, I kind of want to get... What is that? That front end. Okay. I like the Alchemist kit. The Alchemist kit looks pretty nasty. Nasty in a good way, though. Nasty in a good way. A couple of vents here and there. I'm going to put these vents on the bonnet. They actually do look pretty good. Or the hood. There's actually a couple splitters we can add onto this thing. The Ghost one looks pretty mad. The Ghost one looks pretty good. There's the Need for Speed one I actually kind of like as well. The rest of them don't really look that amazing. But this one, the first one. Nice little lip on the front end. Some canards, maybe. Sure. We'll turn this into somewhat of an ACR sort of thing. Okay, I'm not putting those wide arches on it. Those bolt-ons, they just don't look that great to me. Standard mirrors are fine. The standard mirrors are just fine. For the side, as much as I didn't really... Oh, wait, it is the Alchemist kit, right? That I chose for the front end. This actually does look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. This one just has a little skirt on the side. I like this Ghost one, and this one just has a little lip. I don't know, this one looks a little bit more impressive. I'm gonna choose this one. It looks nicer, in my opinion. For the rear end, we have a little flap there. Whereas we have those wider arches, so a little flap, whatever, intake on the side. Kinda makes it look decent as well. Again, Alchemist kit just adds a couple of vents. This one just makes the rear end look less beefy. It kind of makes the car look a little bit wider, but I'm gonna just put this Alchemist kit on. Looks the best. Those are some fat tires on the back end, though. Those are some really fat tires. Let's have a look. I need to actually sit up and look at this because this is all that. That's a really nice diffuser, though. That's a really... Oh, my... There's actually some really nice diffusers. Holy F1 style diffuser right here. Okay, I tried to go back to normal mode. Damn. I'm down to go with full-on, like, crazy diffuser. You know what? Actually, let's make this look nice and clean. Alright, first one here looks pretty good. What about the exhaust? Okay, nice! Okay, this is a good touch. One thing that I feel like this skipped out on back on Need for Speed 2015. Every time you change the exhaust, you'd have to go back here. Even on, like, the cars that had, like, the side profile exhaust, like, or the side exhaust, you'd still have to go in the back to change them. Which just didn't make sense, because you wouldn't be able to see them in it. Okay. There's some fat exhausts though. Those are some big fat exhausts. You know what? The first one probably will do. Okay, now this one, because it has a bit of an angle to it. If it didn't stick out that much, I feel like it'd be a little bit nicer. These APR wings, I like this though. I so love this. I don't always want to put a massive wing on these cars, but this one actually suits it because it just reminds me a lot of the ACR, and that's why a lot of the wings on this car actually suited. So either that one or the first, and I think the first APR one, yeah, the first one looks really damn good. So I'm gonna choose that one. I still haven't touched the headlights, so I'm gonna go back to those now in a second. Let's have a look. Headlights, can we change anything here? Just change the tint on them pretty much a little bit, which is probably what I'm gonna do. This is really nice in this color as well. It's really nice in this color. We can't change anything on the roof or anything like that. I feel like that's pretty much it. I feel like those exhausts would look a little bit better if they just didn't stick out as much. For the wheels, here's a big problem. I need the wheels to be as wide. I can already see them not being as wide as the stock wheels. I can already see it. They're just not as wide. I don't know how to angle this so you guys can see it. Like right here, you can see that they're not as wide as the stock wheels. The stock wheels are so fat. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to see if I can find a good set of wheels for this thing, and I'll put them on. No, there just isn't any. All the wheels just go so thin, and they just don't look good on this car. I honestly feel like I'm just gonna stick with the stock wheels. That's just so disappointing, dude. That's so disappointing. Why can you not just change the tire width for the wheels that you choose? It doesn't matter what wheels they are that you end up choosing. Like, they're just not as wide. Even for the front end, like, you get barely any of them that are, like, actually wide or just as wide as the standard wheels. It's disappointing. Or at least decent looking wheels, you know, that I could choose for this thing. This is, like, probably the only car that I'm probably, like, gonna leave the wheels completely stock. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Anyway, let's lower this thing a little bit. I feel like it'll make it look a little bit more aggressive. Should I just do it all the way? It looks pretty good all the way. It doesn't have a lot of camera or anything to just completely ruin it. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it on. Let's put it on. And let's see what sort of designs people have made for this. I'm gonna guess the ACR one. Yeah, I was about to say, the ACR one is the closest. This one's with silver, though. This is with silver. I'm down to swap this out to make it silver. This is pretty much the ACR design for this thing. Ooh, yes. They've done a pretty good job with this, to be honest. It does look pretty good. It does look really good. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the ACR kit for this. This is cool as well. This is a cool design as well. This just reminds me of the old Viper, pretty much. That's what this reminds me of. The same, obviously, with the blue one, and then has black wheels. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this ACR design. I kind of like this. Turismo 263. Nice little design here. And I think that's pretty much it for this Viper. I think we're pretty much finished with it. It looks good, in my opinion anyway. It looks pretty damn good. Let's take it out and drive it, and I'll show you guys, and we'll talk a little bit about it. I'll show you guys pretty much what this is like, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, one big thing with this Viper. It sounds fantastic. So you love it or you hate it, you can't admit that this doesn't sound absolutely sick. It sounds very good. Very good. Now, being a rear-wheel drive, also before I go on, if you guys have missed out on the RX-7 location, if you guys want to go ahead and get it again, it is available right now in the exact same spot, in the old spot where you guys were able to get it the last time. Sorry about that. Where you guys were able to get it the last time. I made a video on it where you guys will be able to see where I got the RX-7 from. So it's literally just here on the map. If you guys have missed out on the abandoned RX-7, it's just there on the map. But again, the interesting part about this car, it doesn't handle as well as I thought it was gonna be. You know, it feels okay to drive. It feels good to drive. I messed a little bit with the life tuning and made it so it turns in a little bit sharper than before. Because before it was like sort of lacking a little bit with the whole sharpness thing. But it's fast. Obviously it has over 1,000 horsepower, so it's obviously gonna be fast. But I didn't like. I honestly, because this is a front engine rear-wheel drive car, I honestly thought that this would handle a lot better than it actually does now. I thought it would like be a little bit more tail happy. And obviously, you know, sliding in this game kind of, I don't know, like makes you go faster. It's just weird the way Need for Speed works. You know, like you still keep your speed up when you're sliding in this game, which is just weird. Like you don't slow down. You don't have to like do any sort of clutch kicking. And obviously the Viper logo is lit up in the back as well, which is kind of cool. But again, I'll show you guys what sort of time I can squeeze out with this thing and what it handles around these corners. I mean, I like testing my cars obviously on this circuit. This is the circuit that I sort of have pretty much tested all the rest of my cars. So if I just go on a different one and I drive it around and I'll show you guys what time I get, it won't make sense for me to do that. So yeah, handling wise, I have to go all the way down to about 120 miles per hour to go around that corner, which is really weird to say. This one's pretty good. I can just sort of tap the brake, go around it, 180. I can do, I think, 190 something miles per hour before I end up like starting to understeer a lot on that corner. It keeps the speed up quite a lot. Here, as you can see, I tried to slow down and wouldn't slow down fast enough. It does squeeze out 200 miles per hour. It does squeeze out 200 miles per hour pretty easy. I just have to be careful, obviously not hit off any of the walls, and that's obviously going to help me go faster. But for a car that's over 1,000 horsepower, I honestly expected a lot more from this car. See, 120 something miles per hour is perfect for that corner. And like, I really thought that I was going to be able to, like, what am I doing now? 190 miles per hour, and I started to understeer slightly, and I touched off the wall there, if you guys have seen that. So it's pretty fast, but for a car that you can squeeze out to level 399, I didn't expect it to be like this bad at handling. Especially a car that's like front engine rear wheel drive. I really expected this thing to be a lot nicer to drive. It's not that great. It's not that amazing. There's definitely other cars that are cheaper to get, and they handle a lot better than this. So I'm just gonna grind off the wall here. If Jesse will let me, I guess not. Anyway, let's finish off this this lap. Half sort of grinding off the wall, half driving normally. It made it to 1 minute and 52 seconds. It's not that great. It's not that great of a car. For a car that you can get, like I said, over level 300. I can't speak. For a car that you could get to level 399, right? And a car that you can basically have a front engine rear wheel drive layout that you should be able to slide quite a bit. It doesn't do the job well enough, to be honest. Not at those high speeds. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. This is the Dodge Viper, or it's not a Dodge anymore, it's the SRT Viper. We turned it into somewhat of an ACR, I guess, with the whole paint scheme and all that sort of stuff. Either way, it's a decent car. It's just not that impressive. It's not that amazing to drive. So that's where we are with this. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and thank you everybody for the suggestions that you guys keep telling me. I do appreciate them. As you can see, I am doing builds on them. So this is the Viper. Someone has suggested it, and if you guys have any other ideas, any other suggestions down in the description box or down in the comments, let me know. And I will go ahead and I'll do another build on any other cars that you want. Make sure you tell me what sort of build you guys want to see. Like, if you want to see a specific car, tell me what sort of build you want to see on it. And also, like, not specifically tell me exactly what I should put on the car, but like maybe like what sort of specification you want me to do with the car. Like, you want me to do it drift spec, race spec, stuff like that. And then obviously check out videos that I've done in the past. I've made a full playlist of all of the Need for Speed like build videos, so if you guys want to check that out, it's on my channel, so you guys don't have to like recommend or tell me like builds to do that I've already done in the past. So yeah, anyway, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.